Do you want to know gaano kadali lang i-trade si Euro USD using just market structure and price action? Well, if you want to learn that, please watch the rest of this video. What is good mga champion and welcome back to another video. Another good day, another good trade, and another win for us mga champion. So again, for this video, ituturo ko sa inyo gaano kadali lang i-trade si Euro USD using just market structure and price action. Again, if you want to be part of our global TFP VIP Champions community, you may want to check out my offered 3 programs. Again, this might be able to help you be better on your trading journey, lalo na kung nagsisimula ka pa lang. So for the option 1, this is the TFP Champion 90-day one-on-one mentorship program. So again, this is done via Zoom, and this is really catered for those zero knowledge, beginner, intermediate, up until to advanced. Inclusive nito yung main system or strategy na tinuturo ko lang exclusive for my VIP students, which is yung ating TFP Champion system. So, this is done twice per week session. Maganda rito, schedule is based on your convenience and availability. For the option 2, this is the TFP Champion Masterclass lessons. So, I have managed to prepare 28 masterclass lessons. So, kung meron kayo struggle sa mga schedules nyo, paiba-iba, and that's the reason na hindi kayo makapag-avail ng one-on-one mentorship program, again, this is your chance, and I think this is the best option for you to learn at your own pace. Walang pressure, you can manage your own time. Pero, sulit kasi lahat matututunan mo dito. And lastly, for the option 3, this is the TFP Champion Bootcamp. So, if you want more of a fast track kasi this is a 5 weeks program. So we will be meeting 4 times per week session, and take note, there will be a lot of charting sessions, and of course, you'll be able to learn and master my system in matter of 5 weeks. Alright mga champion, so again, as I said, we can simply trade and look for opportunity kung gaano kadali lang i-trade tong Euro USD. So again, for some people or for some traders, they always find it difficult to trade ito kasi nga, he's one of the top pair sa lahat ng currency pairs. Again, volatility-wise, liquidity-wise, napakarami nangyayari dito sa Euro USD considering 2 of these currencies ay highly affected of major fundamental factors affecting yung global market. Alright? So again, using just market structure and price action, paano nga ba natin at paano ko nakuha itong good trade na to? Just a short-term trade for this Euro USD. So, kung titignan yung chart as a whole, okay, the market structure was this during the time I was about to trade itong pair na to. And it is quite evident na market somewhat consolidate. Nevertheless, we always want to see the market as a group, diba? In terms of structure. If I were to check itong current nating market structure, diba? Mas maganda, tignan muna natin historical data niya at structure para mas makapagbigay sa atin ng clues or ibang supporting information para mas maging convincing at beneficial yung ating decision making. Alright? So, if I were to check itong past structure, okay, dito na papasok yung ating confluences levels. Okay? So, ika nga, meron tayo ditong, di ba, low, and then high, and then higher low, higher high. So, I'm considering yung wick ng market every time I plot itong market structure. Higher low. Okay. So, meron pang wick dito. So, I can still consider that as structure kasi nasa daily time frame naman ako. Higher low. And then, currently, meron tayong higher high. Okay. So, after that, market went through a impulsive move down. Okay. So, hindi naman siya drastic, but nevertheless, there's a momentum ng mga bears or sellers during that time. So, paano maging relevant tong market structure ko sa kaliwa given as a clue dito sa kanan, okay, or sa current market structure. So, alam natin, pwede natin i-group to as a bull run, okay? Right. So, following just the simple, move ng market, diba? So, yan. So, in terms of confluences levels, syempre, dyan na natin ipa-plot yung ating trend lines, support resistance levels para mas makita natin if meron ba tayong opportunity for a long-term perspective. But as I've said, nakuha ko tong trade nito on just a short-term trade kasi nga, yun lang yung pinaprovide sa akin information at convincing data. So, using our trend lines, syempre, para makita natin yung overall perspective as a whole, diba? So, gagawa tayo ng trend lines here. And, given that, kung titingnan pa natin from the left side, okay, we can still consider past structure para lang mas makapagbigay sa atin ng clues. Ano ba yung nangyari from the past? Kaya nangyari yung structure ngayon. So, again, if I were to use this anchor point, di ba? So, makikita natin na yung market have broke through itong channel nito. Ibig sabihin, itong trend resistance connecting these 2 points, meaning relevant na may momentum talaga yung buyers. Kaya nga nagkaroon tayo ng group ng uptrend or bull run. So, ano yung mga pwede natin gawin? As a long-term perspective, ibig sabihin, pwede kong magamit Pwede kong magamit itong mga higher high, higher low concept natin from the market structure as a key level. Okay? So, ngayon, kung makita natin, market is currently reacting dito sa higher high from the past. Okay? So, if I were to check din sa kaliwa, it may be significant. So, alam naman natin that support resistance may not be on the exact level or price range. Ika nga, it moves on a certain range, hindi a specific na line lang. Okay? So, you may want to consider using zone, which I think naturo ko naman. So, technically, we can consider that market reacted from the past data, okay, ng structure using this higher high. Kaya nag-react tong higher high niyan as a structure. So, gawin ko lang tong red para makita natin that this was a previous resistance level and then nagkaroon tayo ng somewhat a push through dito considering malakas yung momentum ng buyers. But nevertheless, nagkaroon din ng correction pababa as a bearish run following that bull run. So again, this is still significant on this range. But as I'm considering now, itong ating higher high, itong higher high na yan. Yan. So, itan lang natin para yan. So if I were to extend tong horizontal line natin, we know, or itong red line, we know that the current structure ngayon, yung market, is reacting from the past resistance. Okay? I can simply say na this was significant, but hindi ko pwedeng sabihin na ito ay bounce point agad. Okay? Take note na even though meron tayong confluences levels, okay, so we can fairly say na pwede itong maging HPT area natin as a buy setup, di ba? Kasi nga, it satisfied yung ating system rules pagdating sa confluences, such as I am now above trend line resistance, okay? I am above nitong trend line support and also above nitong horizontal resistance. Now, can be acting as a support. Okay? Hindi pa ako sure dyan kasi nga, maraming pwedeng mangyari sa market. And, kung makita nyo, yung HPT area natin is medyo malaki pa considering wala pa tayong nangyayaring significant na higher low. Okay? So, again, kung talagang bull run yan, okay, magkakaroon yan ulit or mag-exhibit yan ng another higher low for another pump for higher high. Okay? So, paano ko nakuha yung short-term trade? Okay? Dito mag-matter kung saan or nasan yung current market ngayon or current price. So, kita naman natin that the market reacted from the past nitong higher high. So, if I were to trade a bull run or a bullish perspective or buying opportunity, okay, considering meron ako ditong current bearish candle with a momentum of buyer kasi bakit? Medyo mahaba tong wick niya sa ilalim. Meaning, there was momentum ng buyers during that time. But is it enough na data para magsabi na, uy, pwede ako mag-buy? Not yet. Kailangan maging convincing yan on a higher time frame. So, nasa daily ako, so I can use this candle itong highs and lows niyan, di ba? So, significantly yung itong high niya. Kasi bakit? We want to buy technically kasi nga we are now on a potential support level at the same time satisfy yung ating system rules pagdating sa bullish perspective or buy perspective. So, if gusto kong bumili, I have to satisfy at least na ma-overpower niya tong bearish candle na to. So, I want to see another candle. So, I waited another day. Okay? It may happen or not. Okay? During that time. So, but since meron ng presence ng buyers, sabi ko nga, if you know well your candlestick, ibig sabihin na mahaba yung wick sa ilalim, okay? May presence na ng buyers along the way, kaya nag-close yung candle body nitong bearish candle higher from the lowest point na nanggaling siya. From this point, naka-recover siya from here to here, ibig sabihin, may significance na yung buyers during this time. So, i-refine ko na lang tong aking high. Okay, ito yung ating daily high, previous day high. Okay. Ito yung ating daily high. Okay. So, magtatanong kayo, bakit hindi itong previous candle na to? Kasi ito ay bullish. Okay. Tandaan mo, if I want to make sure na may buy opportunity, market will push through this bearish candle, this bearish momentum. Okay. So, I waited, how many days? Okay. Yun. Actually, 1 day for me to have a valid trade setup. Okay? Not exactly dito sa daily, but of course, I have to see more details sa lower time frame. Kaya nga tayo, you always practice yung multi-time frame analysis, top-down analysis thought process. So, kailangan makita mo muna yung overall structure. So, alam ko na nag-dominate yung buyers doon sa inihintay kong bearish candle. So, ibig sabihin, may momentum talaga yung buyer. So, is it the right time for me to buy na? Malalaman natin yan when I went down dito sa 4 hours. So, again, nabasa ko yung daily high, previous high nito. Itong bearish candle na yan. Okay? I broke to that kasi nag-close yung 1-day candle nito. So, I went down to 4 hours to see more details. Okay? So, now that we have more details, mas klaro na yung structure, di ba? So, mas pwede na tayo makaset up ng magandang quality trade, ika nga. But, nevertheless, we still have to follow yung ating system rules pagdating sa buy opportunity. And ano nga yun? So, just a review ng warrior system, I must be above horizontal support, I must be above trendline support, and I must be above or breaking through yung ating trendline resistance. Okay? So, which means, ang tinutumbok lagi natin is itong confluences levels na yan at itong HPT area natin. So, we must be above this confluences areas. Okay? As a buy. So, nag-exhibit na ba tayo ng high probability trading zone dito sa area natin? So, 4 hours. Okay? Let's see. Okay? So, good thing, meron tayong horizontal support. Bakit? Yung dating previous daily high ng previous bearish candle will act now as a support kasi nabasag na yan. Okay, so ito yon yung kulay, gawin natin to. Gawin ko blue para hindi kayo ma-confuse. Okay. And then, is there any trend support na pwede kong gawin? So, I have two anchor points here. So, I can use this and this bottom bearish candle, bullish candle. So, yeah. Okay. So, is there any counter trend line resistance na nabasag? Provided we have several points here, okay, we can fairly say na nabasag natin yung momentum ng bearish or sellers during this period, itong channel na yan. So, again, I can fairly say na dito tayo sa HPT area on a 4-hour perspective. So, tandaan natin, we are on a 4-hour HPT zone. Okay, meaning high probability trade zone dito sa 4 hours. So, but is it enough na para mag-execute ako ng trade? Tandaan natin, gusto natin na makapag-execute tayo on a lower time frame. Kasi bakit? Low risk, high reward yung ating yung approach. Kaya, ang ating execute usually pag short-term trade is nasa lower time frame. Okay? So, 4 hours pa to, we can still refine our entry either sa 1 hour or 5 minutes. Okay? So, ngayon, I can say na we are above confluences level, di ba? So, bakit? I am above nitong trendline resistance, I am above horizontal support, and I am above trendline support. So, which means, really, I am on an HPT area based sa system, sa warrior system natin. Okay? But is it enough as a trade to execute? Not yet. I want to refine my entry. So, during the time, kahit meron na akong pin bar, okay, is a good opportunity na makita ko yung nangyari dito sa H1 para mas ma-refine ko pa yung aking setup. So, as expected, di ba, kapag may pin bar tayo, usually meron niyang sudden drop and then recovery. So, ito yon, di ba? Kung babalikan niyo yung past lessons ko for buying pressure candles or selling pressure candles, maintindihan nyo how candlesticks are formed and ano yung nangyayari sa kanya sa lower time frame. Okay, so kung makikita natin, merong sudden drop and then recovery. But is it enough na clue para mag-buy ako? Okay, if I want to refine my entry, that time I was thinking short term lang talaga, like the day trade setup. So, if this market really wants to go up, kailangan mabasag niya tong, di ba, bearish candle high na yan. So, gawin ko lang black para merong difference. Alright? So, again, ito yung ating horizontal resistance. Okay? Pag nabasag yan, will act as a support. Okay? So, kasi nga, as a buyer, you want to overpower itong seller momentum, which is itong bearish, strong bearish candle. So, kaya we use the wick, the highest point na na-reach ng bearish candle na yon to break through that. Okay? So, ito yung ating H1 bearish high. Okay? Ito natin candle high. To be more specific. Okay? So, I hope naka-follow pa kayo during this time. So, again, ang goal lang natin, mabasag yan. Okay? Mag-push through lang yung market dyan so that we can refine our entry sa 5 minutes para mas maganda yung ating risk to reward ratio. Okay? Yun yung ating always i-aim dapat. Kasi, sabi nga, it doesn't matter how many wins or how many losses you have. But, what matter is how much money you make when you win and how much money you lose when the market goes against you. Okay? So, ngayon, ang goal ko lang is a better risk-to-reward ratio sa setup nito. Okay? Following system rules, market structure, and also good knowledge ng candlesticks or price action. So, of course, I have to wait few hours. Okay? Yun naman talaga. 10% lang naman talaga execution and 90% of my trades are waiting. Okay? Kasi timing is everything. So, during this time, see, how many hours I waited? Almost a day, di ba? Almost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Almost a day before I managed to materialize ng trade. But then again, ganun talaga. Compared to a traditional business, mas mabilis ang ROI, ika nga, ng forex trading or any financial market na iti-trade mo. Kasi nga, that's how the market volatility works, di ba? We want to take advantage of that volatility. And yun yung kaibahan nito sa pag-manage ng traditional business. Okay? So, kaya huwag kayong mainit kung mag-iintay ko ng 1, 2, 3 araw, even 1 week, di ba? Kumpara naman sa traditional business na you have to wait a year or 2 para lang mabawi nyo or magkaroon kayo ng a good ROI o worse kung hindi nyo ma-recover agad yung inyong in-invest. But nevertheless, going back sa chart, okay? So, meron tayong closure dito, meaning closing above ng ating horizontal resistance now acting as what? As a support. So, which means, market wants to go up during this time. But, how will I manage to go for an entry? Okay? Dito ko na i-refine yung aking entry sa 5 minutes. Okay? So, para mas maging klaro yung structure nito, so, let's see sa 5 minutes, ano yung ginawa ko nun. So, overall view dito sa 5 minutes, see, it had more candles. Ibig sabihin, mas madali na siyang mag-plot ng accuracy when it comes to entry and satisfying our system rules sa water system. Okay, so take note, pwede ko nang i-plot yung aking, again, same concept. Okay, trendline support. Okay, ayusin ko lang. Ayan. Coming from this 2 points. Okay, and ano pa? trend resistance. So, meron din naman ako ditong points na I think nabasag na natin. Diba? So, which means, I can fairly say na ang goal ko na lang is makabalik yung market sa HPT. So, ang HPT area natin as a buy is around this area, technically. Alright? So, yung buong yan. Okay? So, this is going to be our 5-minute high probability entry zone. Okay? So, bakit? Kasi, ang goal natin, we must be above nito. Trend resistance. So, satisfied. Above nitong trend line support. Which I think the market is. Okay? Or was. And then, above nitong horizontal resistance before, now acting as support. So, again, I think already satisfied sa H1. So, ibig sabihin yan, ang goal ko na lang is makabalik yung price for a good, proper setup ng aking entry. So, again, I have to wait. That's how it is. That's how it goes pagdating sa market. Okay? And how opportunity works pag dito nga dun sa pag-execute natin. Right? So, tingnan tayo nangyari. So, ang hahanapin ko lang kapag meron ako ditong reaction is obviously pin bar. Okay, pinakasimple, di ba? Hanap lang kayo ng hammer or pin bar dyan na obvious, okay? Or at least medyo lapit sa clear objective na. Okay? So, you see, I waited a lot of time but again, mag-set ka na lang alert or kung aggressive ka man, buy limit. But again, hindi kasi ako ganun agad. Point ko, gusto kong makita ng ang pin bar dito sa aking HPT zone. So, imagine, tumaas pa. Some people nagiging FOMO dyan na iniisip nila na iiwan na. Again, don't chase for the price. If you want to buy, don't chase for the price while it is going up. Okay? Make sure you are always buying at a discount. Ika nga. So, doon tayo sa pullback. Okay? So, again, nag-react na sa ating HPT zone. But, is it obvious na pwede na akong bumili at this point? So, I don't think this is a good sign na ito ay pataas. Okay? Kasi bakit? Wala akong pin bar, wala akong buying pressure candle as of this point. So, again, I have waited during that time. So, although may nagpipick up as a engulfing, but not quite. Okay? I want to make sure na medyo clear yung objective ko pagdating sa entry. So, see, it even went deeper, ika nga. So, kung titignan natin, is there any opportunity for me para makapag-buy na? Not quite, di ba? So, kaya nga, kung titignan natin sa H1, okay? So, may momentum pa yung sellers. Although we are still within our HPT area zone, di ba? As an entry, but we should be specific enough ano yung talaga hinahanap natin, lalo na kung execution natin pinag-usapan. So, again, we should be patient enough na maghintay ng tamang opportunity for entry at candlestick confirmation. Okay? So, again, what I want is a pin bar or simply a bullish candle na buying pressure candle in nature. Okay? So, if I can remember, dito ako after this candle ako pumasok. Alright? So, makita nyo, this may not be a super clear pin bar, but again, bullish candle, mahaba yung sa ilalim, meaning, may momentum na yung buyer. So, ibig sabihin, nagka-catch up na siya after nitong drop na yan. So, I will use this. I have entered, if I'm not mistaken, after this candle, dito. And then, may stop loss, okay, obviously, since adequate naman yung aking capital, alright? So, I have used this range ng stop loss. Not here, kasi bakit? Most of the time, if you're going to enter on a tight stop loss, higher chance na ma-stop out ka for some reason, okay? So again, I have extended my stop loss here, okay, just to be safe, ika nga in terms of risk, kasi pwede ko namang i-adjust yan along the way, using trailing stop, okay, para mas gumanda pa yung risk to reward ratio. So ngayon, saan ako maglalagay ng take profit. Okay? So, take profit, balik ka lang ng higher time frame. If you're aiming for short-term trade, balik ka lang ng H1. Okay? So, ginamit ko lang yung peak na to as my take profit. Okay? Not exactly naman, pero ang point doon is, I can use that as our what? Take profit. And if I'm not mistaken, I was always aiming for 1:3. Yun lang naman ang less greed approach ko, di ba? For a good short-term trade setup or even long-term trade setup. So, 1:3 lang yung in-aim ko nun for less greed approach kasi more than enough na yun, di ba? So, 1:3 from my stop loss or entry rather. So, around this, ito yung setup ko nun. Okay. And yeah, tama. This was my entry right after this candle. Kasi ito yung nakita kong sign for me to buy considering meron tayong sudden drop and then ngayon nagre-recover na siya. So, again, buyers are picking up to push this market up. Okay? So, let's see what happened from this setup. Okay? So, as you can see, I was on a drawdown for quite some time. But then again, we have to trust our analysis, our system, our process, and accept the fact that market is not perfect na hindi porket nag-entry tayo agad is tataas na yan. So again, we have to respect how the market behaves and we have to know na it's a nation ng price na it will go up and down. But as long as you have a good risk management approach and a good system, okay? So, you're good to go, okay? So, that time, I was just holding on to the trade and let the market run, okay? So, tignan natin nangyari dito. How it provided me a good take profit and a home run for this trade, okay? Using just price action and market structure. So, it quite consolidated a bit, okay? But, kasi nasa ano na yan eh, inabot siya ng madaling araw. So, obviously, or umaga, Asian session, so definitely medyo mabagal yung galaw ng price. But, sooner or later, it will pick up naman or catch up dun sa volatility na hinintay during the London session and approaching New York. Okay, so adjust lang natin. See. Okay. So, I took profit dito sa strong bull run, di ba? More or less, it was on a New York session, okay? Nagkaroon tayo ng spike or even strong bull run dito. So, yan yung tinatawag nating importance or we took advantage ng yung volatility. Yan yung sinasabi ko na hindi porket mabagal yung price for quite some time doesn't mean na gano'n yung all throughout, okay? Sooner or later, it will catch up and papasok na yung buyers and sellers. Obviously, it will drive the volume up. At the same time, yung volatility ng market, alright, will be a factor para mas mapabilis yung yung galaw ng price. So again, this was a good trade, okay? Short-term trade, if you may, no? So, makikita natin sa daily. Short-term trade lang talaga siya, okay? Kung makikita nyo, it was just almost 1 day, diba? Or 1.5 days, ika nga. Kasi nga yung setup, overall na yun, meaning kasama yung setup timeline at the same time, yung execution, okay? But what I'm trying to show here is, we didn't do anything crazy. Hindi ako nagdagdag ng kahit anong indicators telling me to buy or sell. Walang nagpa-pop up na signal na buy, walang nagpa-pop up na signal na or sell, and then just click buy and sell. Hindi ganun, okay? What I did was analyze the price, ano yung pinoprovide yung information sa ngayon in multiple time frames. Kasi that would matter pag nandun ka na sa execution at the same time sa decision making. So, yun yung importante. Why you have to master your market structure and price action. So, again, ganun kasimple lang i-trade ang EURUSD, okay? It might be volatile for a certain period, but you have to respect na ganun halos ang galaw ng market for major pairs, okay? So, huwag na kayo magtaka, lalo na sa gold, okay? So, as long as you know your rules and you don't break your rules, ika nga, more or less, you're always on a high probability chance of winning your trade and be consistent and profitable as well. Alright? So, so that would be it for today. Thank you so much sa mga naka-appreciate ng video and sa lahat ng videos na pinopost ko. And again, I would like to thank all my TFP VIP champion students all over the globe, subscribers, followers, and sa lahat po ng sumusuporta. So again, God bless. See you all on the next videos. Bye-bye. Alright guys, so I just want to inform and announce that our TFE VIP Champion Student private Discord community is already up. And yeah, here we have several channels wherein we share our technical trading ideas among each other. And of course, we also have our weekly trade ideas para sa ating mga weekly forecast para sa mga currency pairs and some announcement section. And of course, since tayo ay global, of course, we have other students as well na galing sa mga ibang bansa overseas. So, we introduce ourselves and introduce kung saan tayo galing, sa bansa tayo ngayon, OFW man o hindi. But nevertheless, this is a healthy community para mag-share ng mga trading ideas para sa inyo guys. And hopefully, I will be putting up a server publicly para sa mga baguhan naman and those mga followers and subscribers natin. Alright? So yeah, this is just a minor announcement, and hopefully, guys, you can join us and make this community grow, lalo na sa ating mga estudyante nag-aaral. Alright, guys, so mga baguhan pa lang. But nevertheless, everyone here wants to learn, wants to make profits from the market, but as much as possible, we're all equal in the eyes of the market. Alright, guys, so that would be it. So, yun lang, and thank you very much. Right, bye-bye.